bronze 4. I can climb out of that. Wait a second. Did I not change the game type? Or... There we go. Why am I playing versus a bunch of golds? Like, I suck. I'm bronze. I don't think I'm getting that thresh. Alright, strong early game. Since item interaction works with Predator, my static shiv is still a good thing. Luden's Echo is a good thing if I want to go AP. And keep my eyes open for a light comp. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to force light. Give me that gold. That's all I got. Like, 2 gold. Ugh. I mean, the short of it is, if they're going to give me Vein 3, I'm going to take Vein 3. And I'm going to protect my health with Double Ranger and Inferno. not going to protect my health. Because every time I fight druids, their highest level druid gets cloned. Some bullshit. How you almost out?
Almost died.
There's something wrong with you.
Don't you love me though?
It's really debatable sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. What are you mad about?
What you doing?
I don't know. I thought you were going to teach me how to play. Do I have to create my own thingy? Does it cost money?
This is the most expensive free-to-play game in the world.
Expensive free, right? Expensive because it takes up your time?
No. I've put thousands upon thousands of dollars into this game.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Why?
That is a good question. I wish I really had an answer to that one. Why is a great question. Man, I put myself so far behind. I spent like a lot of gold. Because I'm like, oh man, I'm going into the PvP round with like double buffs. Double synergies. But this is totally worth that 4 gold investment. And now all I've done is like not win. What are you doing? You rearranging your icons?
Yeah, I was. Did I do for you? All them pictures that were just randomly in here were starting to bother me. That's all.
Yeah, that bitch that uses that computer, she crazy.
She is batshit crazy.
She do that shit. Wait a second. The game glitched. His highest level druid is not the one that got cloned. Shit never happens to me. I mean, it still doesn't matter. He still won. It is some bull ass shit.
Bull.
Ass shit. Yes. Bull ass shit.
Damn that bull ass shit.
It is the bulliest of asses and shittists.
Well, that's just shitty.
It is.
Go. Okay.
Damn. This dude has all level 5 units. Some stupid shit. That's gonna suck too. Jesus. This motherfucker. That's just stupid. Every damn time. Bless you. Nope. Bested again. This is frustrating. I'm just not finding the units that I need. love you too.
I'll see you after a while.
Possibly.
I don't know. What am I now?
I think 10 till 7 again tomorrow. I'm on the up and up. Catching a couple of them wins. Sure it's accidental, but we in there. Tarek bird good. Looking for that Tarek with the thorn mail. Alright, who do we pull out? This dude? I mean, we pull out one of these guys. No, we about to have to roll down again. This motherfucker's on level 8. Nope, that's going nowhere. Damn. Ouch. Knocked out. Booty. Okay. Attack speed. How do I not kill anything in this early game, like, ever? Holy crap on a cracker. Literally never playing that garbage, so just econ. Just give me the early losses, just... Come on, team. Try to kill something is what I'm asking. Please save some of my hit points. He shielded. We're not... Oh, we killed him. Do we get two? Yes. Predator him. Predator him. Kog'Maw, I think you win this. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Cog. Way to go. Alright, we got our level 2 in. Get up here and frontline some garbage. Level 2 Warwick. Now's the carry mode. Go, 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 go. Be a good wolf. Carry me. Warwick, kill him. Nope, he healed. We tried though. We almost had it. Something at least. Almost had something. Alright, what are we looking for? We are not seeing any bows. So we are probably going to have to go with one of those big sticks. We'll do this big stick, I guess. We're going to try that AP Cogmol. Alright, is that what makes that? That is what makes that. Put that there. Hope for the best. Alright, where we at? Oh, we got a kill. We're gonna win this one. We're in it. Warwick is doing all of the damage. I'm not econing as hard as I'd like to be. Would really like to be gaining more money per round. Why not? I don't drop below 40 by purchasing those. It sets me up a little bit for the later game. Potentially, or at least the ability to pivot into a later game. I've got my Predators. I really like my Predators. Like, it does so much damage. Really, I probably should have pulled Renekton out and put in Skarner. Just for the extra Predator body. This dude's level 5. Oh man, that Luden's Echo does like so much. Oh my god, that orb did so much more damage though. Yeah. If Renekton was Skarner, it would be like extra Predator hits, so probably is stronger since I don't have the tier 2 Renekton. But, I mean, I don't know if it really matters. We'll do that. See if we can hit anything. Alright, come on, good items. Come on, good items. Come on, good items. Let's go, good items. Let's go, good items. Good item, good item, good item, good item. Ah, that's a belt. We don't hate belts. I mean, we got 2 belts. Ooh. That's not what I want. We're going to pull you out. We're going to put you in. I don't know to what end. We'll dump that over there. Put you over there. Just kind of roll with this for a minute. Can I get back to 50 gold? Not without selling something that I really don't want to, so we'll hold the Renekton's. You can't subscribe? There's a subscribe button. How many accounts are you going to make? Like, you've definitely have me followed with 2 different Twitch... Oh my god, I got ran over. You definitely have me followed with 2 other Twitch accounts. This game is a lot of fun. Auto chess, I discovered it about 8 months ago through a Dota mod. And it has become a lot of fun. I'll put that in. I'm not very good at it. I'd like to be much better. I'm ranked, and I'm playing ranked right now, and so the rating system goes iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, grandmasters, challenger, and I am all the way down in bronze right now. I like to blame my friend. I played all day yesterday with him in ranked, and we did our placement matches and everything, and it was not good. We lost a lot of them. Of course, I can't say anything because I've lost a lot today without him. So, clearly that's not the only holdup. Let's put you there. You're a little tankier anyway, so we'll put you out here in the open-ish. Thanks to the crystal buff, you'll be a little tanky anyway. Kind of just want to get to 6 right now, I think. Get that extra unit in. I'm not sure what I even want that extra unit to be. Probably Mundo. Jesus. I'm just getting trucked right now. I'm taking so much damage. I've got really good economy. I'm sitting on 50 gold, so every turn I'm gaining 5 gold from the passive, 5 gold from my interest. And I'm on that losing streak for that extra income. But I'm just not... I'm losing so much life. Like, my gold's not going to help me if I'm dead. I really need that. It's really the best item for me right now. The bow's going to allow me to either make a Giant Slayer or Rabadon's... Not Rabadon's. I don't know. That bow that I'm thinking of. So the way this carousel round works is whoever... You pick in pairs. So the last 2 placed in the lobby get first pick, then the next 2, then the next 2, then the first place people get the last picks. And it's kind of the only opportunity you have to pick your items in this game. And items are way more important than anything else. We're going to do that. I know it's probably not the right play. I don't think I'm ever going to play Renekton. I'm never really going to play Renekton. Pick that up, sell that. Reroll looking for champions that I will play. I'm going to roll down to 40 gold. Pick up. Did I win? Ha! I won a round. Woo! His Zyra did so much damage too. That's Mundo 2 for me. That definitely helps a little bit. Skarner 2 I already have in. Warwick 2 I have in. I need a Kog'Maw. I need a Kog'Maw really bad. My Ashe is doing enough damage. I'll upgrade Ashe. Ugh. Level 5 to my level 6. Alright, we got a PvE round coming up. What do I really need to see? Armor and belt would give me red buff, which would be extremely strong. Bow and Negatron would give me an AoE bow. Both of those things would be extremely strong on Ash, and if by some chance I can get both of them, I think I win the game. Like, maybe not win the game outright, but definitely get a lot further a lot faster. Let's just re-roll one time. Do we want that guy? I mean, it's my 2-star version. I guess so. If I can pivot to put in 4 Rangers, it gets really strong. Oh, there's my bow. That's going to be crazy good. All right, reestablish the front line. Oh. What? How tangled is my crap? All right, get that over there somewhere. I don't know. I haven't played WoW in like forever. I'm really bad at WoW too. Is that anything that I'm ever going to use? What can I make? Frozen Mallet, not going to use. Talisman of Light, not going to use. Alright, so the best thing I can use with Spatula would be to just get another Spatula to get the extra unit on the field with Force of Nature. Damn it. I don't even know if I'm going to live to Carousel. We're at Ranger 2 right now. Put that in. It's another crystal buff. It's another predator. So, I haven't played WoW in like forever. I'm really bad at it, and I don't know, something changed in WoW, and I don't have much time to play it anymore, and it sucks. Like, I don't feel like I'm really part of the guild that I'm in. I haven't been there for much of their progression. I feel weird trying to step in. I think it all happened when I went Horde. I really wish I would have just, not gone Horde. See, that definitely goes in there. Mundo 2 is all I need for the final part of the game. We leveled up. I don't know if I'm ever gonna build Warwick 3. That's probably extremely greedy. I'm gonna roll down to 40 again. Did I find anything? Ash? Ash 3. That'll be Ash 2 when this round's over. Is that Nocturne? I don't need a Nocturne. What the crap am I? I don't need that. Probably never playing Rek'Sai, to be honest. Alright, we're not last place. Well, we are last place. Last active place. So we are first pick on the carousel. Let's go. Good item, good item, good item, good item. What's there? Oh, Singed is so good. But Singed is so good for my comp. But I really need this Malphite right now. I really need the Malphite just for the spatula. Alright, where am I? I've got the spatula. What am I doing? What do I have? Cogmaw 2. That's huge. Ash 2 combined while I was tabbed out. This sells. You can hold the spatula. That's fine. Put... Put that back in. Where am I with poison? Non-existent. I got like 1 poison. So I'm forever on that stall. I really don't like this Cogmaw build as much as I do just building attack speed and attack damage and stuff. If I can get 2 more of those, that's pretty nice. Level 7 with Force of Nature. Mundo 2, that's all I need. Ash 3 is extremely greedy. Cogmaw. Cogmaw 3 is greedier than Ash, I think. Wait, I don't need that Warwick because I've got a 2 on the field that's going to combine. That can go, that can go. That's... I honestly don't remember saying we. What sentence did I say? Maybe my guild? I haven't been... We haven't been part of the progression. I don't know. There's Cogmaw 2. That'll help one day, someday, maybe. I haven't seen Twitch all game. That's the big poison guy that I'm missing. What was I saying we with? Alright, that's huge for Static Shiv, which we'll go ahead and put here. Probably should have given her Bloodthirster instead. Really wish I would have given her Bloodthirster instead. Alright, look for good units. That's closer. Oh, that's level 3. Alright, let's go for Ash. Let's be greedy. Was it a Royal Wii? Like, what are we gonna do next in this game? I use Royal Wii a lot. I'm serious, I had no idea when I said it. Could build Zephyr. Zephyr's good defense. And I've got 2 Negatrons. Do I go to level 8? Like, I climb back up. Freya! Bad girl! Damn dog. I think she just pooped. I think she just pooped. I think she literally stuck her head in here, looked at me, and pooped.
Yep.
Why did we get a dog?
Why couldn't she be like Odin?
There ain't no dog like Odin. He 100% unique.
Go lay down.
pooping. You were like, where is she? What's she doing? Damn.
She just showed up a bit, so I was making sure she was here hanging out with you because I figured maybe she was going to hang out with you. And then if you were going to tell me she wasn't, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to shut the door. Didn't I say, bad girl, go lay down. Go lay down.
Ugh. Ugh. Yucky.
She's a lot to handle.
Say what?
She's a lot to handle.
She is a ton to handle. Alrighty. Hey, I'm back to last pick on carousel, which means I'm doing something right in my life. Warden's mail is decent. Like, especially if I can get it singed. Make him even tankier. You know what? I don't even know what I want. This thing's worth the most money. The item's crap. I'm never going to use that item. Take the Cogmaw. Sell that. I don't even know what the item does. Blade Master? Yeah, that's not something I'm using. Go ahead and do that. Put... Ugh. It's really not great for me. Oh well. Won that one. I think I'm actually the strongest person in the game right now. I'm on a heck of a winning streak. What are we looking for? We are looking to... We're looking to just roll. I mean, that helps. What does that put me at? What's my ranger count? Oh, that's 4 rangers. That's incredible.
I'm afraid you come upstairs now. Come on.
I mean, I don't want to spend too much gold. Like, I still want to econ a little bit. Oh, that Olaf hurts so bad. I'm not the strongest person in the game. Ouch. What item do we have? Hush? That doesn't help me any. What are we making? Bloodthirster? You have stronger attacks than anybody else. Find me another Twitch. 2-star Twitch. What is that? Zephyr. Put it on somebody. Here, you can have it. It definitely doesn't hurt. 15 attack damage. Yeah. Whatever. Just take it. Do something. Stop being bad. Am I ever making you? I'm never making you as a 3-star. Gold. Hush. I don't even remember what Hush does. Chance to disarm. Cloud Lux does not do what I need it to do. We've seen a ton of Mundos. We can go Mundo 3. At least attempt for it. I really want that Cogmaw. That's not going to happen. Singed. Singed is a good pickup. Who does Singed go in for? Honestly, I don't know who Singed goes in for. Oh! Do I lose again? I mean, I'm in second. I don't think I win. Yeah, I don't think I win this game. Does that knock me out? One more round. Cog 3. Cog 3. None of this is Cog 3. Literally no Cog 3. Cog 3. Still not Cog 3. Oh well, second place isn't bad. Wait, did we do it? Did we do it? Did the Singe make it happen? How did one unit switch do all that for me? I mean, if it's that strong though, we'll roll for it tier 2. Give me the hush. Give me the hush over here. Can we win? Alright, so there's Olaf. Poison Olaf. Poison Olaf. Olaf's poison. Do we win? Nope. He's gonna ult. There's his ult. Do we still win? I don't think we win. I think it's literally if Olaf ults, we lose. We lucked into like decent positioning one time. Alright. Let's jump in the call with Dakota. Let's hit the right buttons to jump in the call with Dakota. I missed the call from Dakota. Well, that was... I'm really not a good friend. Let's do... And then let's message him. We'll do that. Join call. That's fine. What's up? Oh, it's going. Well, I'm getting my butt kicked in TFT, but it's going. That's fine. Me either. What's your friend? What's your username? What's your IGN? I don't know what we call it in League. Summoner name. Coda Love? It says you're offline. I don't know if I sent it or not. Oh man, you're gonna bring that up? Make me feel bad about my life right now? I thought we were friends. It'd be like that. Oh man, it was so bad too, wasn't it? Like... So, are you in the tutorial thingy, or did you like get in a game or something? Should I make a new account? Is that better? Is that worse? Nah, I'll play this one. I've got some champions on it that I think I can actually like kind of sort of play-ish. I'm bad at League right now. I spent all day yesterday playing with my buddy, and we suck. I blame him for all of it, though, of course. Let's see. We played... Oh, crap. We played a lot of games yesterday. 3, 4, 5, 6 games yesterday. I lost all of them. I finally convinced him to start playing TFT, and I really don't think we did any better in that. I played all 5 of my placement matches and got placed into Iron, which is like the lowest rating. But it's amazing because after I stopped playing with him, I went on a winning streak, and now I'm like halfway through bronze already. That's what I'm saying. And it's like when we were playing Call of Duty, it was completely my fault that we lost. I'm okay with that. Like, I understand. I'm going to brighten your horizons, Dakota. After tonight, you're going to be like, man, I know I played CS for a long time, but bump that desire to be a professional CS player. I'm going to play League. And when I'm not playing League, I'm going to play TFT. I'm going to change your whole world. Hey, that's all I do, like, ever. Tell me about it. I'm always a noob. Yeah, because you were scheduled, what, like 1,200 hours through the week? I mean, approximately. Every time I went in, you were there, so I assume when I wasn't there, you were there. Only 28. Only 28. This week you've only maxed out as a part-timer. I need you to like tab out to the client, accept my friend's request so I can spectate the game real quick. Mostly because I have the stream on and I feel bad for like, you know, the two people watching me as I'm just staring here at my client screen. League of Legends. I don't know, it's got a different like ending extension. I don't know. Dagnabbit. What am I looking for? Oh, that button. I've had my iPhone for like so long now, and I still don't know what in the world I'm doing with it. Like, I still lose track of the buttons I'm looking for. Like, I know what I want to do for like a year. 2 years? 2 years. The 10. But I still have such a hard time. Like, I know what buttons I'm looking for, but I can never find it when I need to. Alright. I don't think so. Not now, anyway. Like, I don't know. I'm about to finish paying off this phone, I think. But I don't want to like. What am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm not very good at it. I just gifted a sub. I wanted to hear my sub alert and stuff. What was I saying? Oh, just about to finish paying off this phone, and I might as well wait till next year because there'll be some huge upgrade again. Alright. You should just be able to, like, Alt-Tab to it. Are you following my, watching my stream? Do you have that up? So, you see my client? You should have, like, a little notification here in the speech bubbly thing, I think. If it's not in the speech bubble, it pops up here. The other thing that you can do is on the social button, you can hit add friend and type in my summoner name, which is SERZAI. Oh, dogs are fighting. Alright, I'm back. Can you screen share on... Yeah, screen share on Discord. Let me see which... Oh, you're in the that tutorial thing like changes everything, I guess. All right. Well, good news is you're on like what, 2 out of the 3. So should only take a moment to finish up. I have no idea. I don't remember. You know my attention span's like a goldfish. Oh, it's gonna be a blast. And I mean, plus you get to play with me, so... Facts. Did you get to see that big gallon water bottle that I started taking to work last week? So, I was doing so good. Last week I was drinking like the gallon of water every day. And today I was just thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so I woke up. I had a cotton candy bang. I went to Bojangles and had a sweet tea. Nick bought me a Starbucks coffee, which is all I had for lunch, so I'm pretty sure that's a healthy and balanced lunch. I have some water now, and I'm like, this is good stuff. I should drink more of this. I bet your manager's an asshole and probably didn't even give you a lunch on time. I don't know what she was doing all day, man. She was just wandering. I mean, I kept asking her too, and she's like, I'm doing your job. I'm running the front. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I thought I was here for that. So then every time she would like start saying, well, I'm doing such and such for such and such, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to send them home then. So, did you say I cut like so many hours today? We're going to exceed, I think just about everybody except for you and Nate F left early. I was just cutting people. Antal had like an 8 or 9 hour shift. I cut him after like 5 hours. I'm like, all right, you covered my lunch. You're good to go if you want. Kita disappeared for a while, so I'm like, why don't you just go home? And then she left the store for like, I don't know, 2.5 hours, and she came back in. I'm like, what are you even doing here? Like, didn't I send you home because you didn't want to be here any longer? Well, yeah, but I'm back. I'm like, what? Not me, man. If I'm off for the day, like, you have to twist my arm to get me to go by. I don't even want to go by and pick up my express lane orders if I'm off on the day. Place is, it's crazy, man. It draws you in. Plus, let's be real, on our days off we just want to sit around and play video games. Let me see if I want to see how much I actually streamed yesterday. All right, what was yesterday? The 27th. So yeah, it's bad. Damn life. So I streamed like 6.5 hours. I think I restarted my computer or something because it started lagging. Came back on, streamed for another hour, and then my buddy said that he had to go home. But then I talked him into playing some more, so I turned back on the stream and streamed for another 3 hours. So it was like 10 hours of streaming, and then of course I had the replay going to the rerun, which is definitely nice because that counts towards my stream average or something. Like, I'm actually getting decently close to the partnership. Yeah. It's peaked tonight at like 5 when I was playing that TFT game. I saw it jump up to 5, so I mean, I'll take it, right? Yeah. I just need to, I really need to at least get on and stream for like, even if it's just 2 hours after work or something like that, just every day. One day it'll happen. Well, I mean, the more exposure you get, the more chance you have for it. And plus, like, what's the most popular Twitch ad right now? Isn't it the, like, Coke made me a partner? Well, Coke's a lot more likely to make me a partner if I'm actually online than sitting around. Alright, let's see. I'm looking for the thing that... Oh, here we go. In the last month, I averaged 1.5 viewers. I had 485 live views. I had 3 followers, 2 subscriptions, and I made a little money. Mostly from you and Will subscribing and donating, but hey, whatever works, right? Oh man. So because I had reruns running pretty much the whole time, like nonstop, I've just been running one rerun into the next rerun. My stream summary from yesterday says that I was streaming for 41 hours and 10 minutes. I think I actually have to show, like, I have to be at my computer to hit rerun. Like, I'm sorry, to hit the add button. Kind of like if I run them during my stream now, I have to click the button. But, I mean, it might be something that I can do from my phone. But it's really cool. Because yesterday's stream average, like, I averaged 1 viewer during that 41 hours and 10 minutes. But my max viewers were 5. I had 72 unique viewers, 3 unique chatters, 95 live views. Like, I really don't know where these statistics come from. They are all over the place. So, I think with the level of streamer I am, it's something like I make 3/100ths of a penny per person watching per ad. Yeah. Well, it's a running total, I think, from when I did my onboarding with Twitch. I think it's something like if you make less than it's some stupid low amount. It's like if you make less than $100 per month, they save that money until they can cut a check for like $100. I mean, yeah, it's something. Not much, but something. I get a couple hundred more of these subscribers, I can quit my job, and you'll have to deal with new management. No, I'm actually really excited. I haven't told many people at work. Like, pretty much the only person that knows about it is Missy because I applied for it. And she doesn't even know I had my interview for it yet. But while I was off the past couple of days, I actually had a phone interview for the corporate IT position. Yeah, it should. I don't know if it'll help much with hours, but it will probably mean that I work less nights until 7 or 8 o'clock or later, which at least, yeah, it opens up the ability to stream just that tiny bit more. I hope so. You about done with that tutorial? So what champions did it introduce you to during the tutorial? Master Yi. Misfortune. So Misfortune's really good. She is. I don't know if it still goes by the same name of what they were when I played them, because I think they like switched names a little bit. I mean, the basic idea is the same. It's an AD carry, attack damage carry is what it stands for. She usually sits in the bottom lane with a support, so there's two people in that lane, and her job is to kill minions to get gold so that she can buy items so that she can do a lot of damage late game. It's kind of a glass cannon kind of builds. Like, she's super squishy. She doesn't have a lot of like survivability stuff. It's mostly build items that deal damage, use items that deal damage to kill opponent. At super high level play, pretty much every late game comp revolves around protecting the AD carry, because attack damage carries scale harder than any other type of character in the game, barring like one or two exceptions of like super high roll stat buffing things. So at high level or competitive play, team comps usually focus around other characters providing different crowd control effects so that the AD carry can do damage and kill the opponents. Master Yi, on the other hand, Master Yi is actually, you think Misfortune's complicated. Master Yi is way more complicated. I love him. He's one of my favorite heroes in the game. And like all of my accounts have like a shit ton of skins unlocked for him. Even this account, like I've barely put any money on this account, but I have 2 Master Yi skins. Just because I... Somewhat. He has a lot of carry potential. He has a lot of really strong snowball potential. And because of the different ways you can play him and some of the ways that he reacts to certain situations, like he's able to outplay, and if you're good with him, you can outplay a lot of people. Is high skill cap kind of mentality. It's kind of like, I would probably say he's probably like sniping in CSGO. A lot of damage, super squishy. If you're good with it, you can do a lot of stuff. If you're bad with it, you're bad with it. He like, you played him a little bit, so I mean, you know the like basics-ish of his abilities, but like his ultimate gives him a huge boost of movement speed and attack speed, so he's able to like chase down enemies. Also, if you kill somebody, I think it's kill somebody, I actually have to read it. Yeah, if you kill somebody or you get an assist while the ultimate is active, it reduces the cooldowns on his other abilities. which is really cool. So, I mean, as long as you're killing people, you get your other abilities back. His other abilities are crazy. Like, his Q allows you to go untargetable and dash between 3 other enemies. I think it's just 3 enemies. Yes, and the high skill cap potential. Because since you become untargetable, you can't be CC'd. So if you hit your Qs at the right time, you can't die. So if you pop your ultimate and you gain that movement speed so you can catch up with enemies, you gain that attack speed so you're already dealing more damage, you dash around with your Q and become untargetable and hit, 3 people at a time, you're very likely to get an assist or a kill from that, which means your Q then comes off cooldown so you can continue to do that. His W will activate, he'll start regenerating health, and while he's regenerating health, he takes a lot less damage. It's crazy high damage reduction. I don't remember the actual numbers on it, but it's really high damage reduction, plus he's healing. So when you come out of your Q, you can pop your W if people are hitting you, and you take a lot less damage until your Q comes off cooldown and you become untargetable again. His E, it essentially all of his attacks start to do true damage, which by itself is decent. True damage, there's essentially 3 types of damage in the game. I mean, I guess kind of 4-ish, maybe, I don't know. We'll stick with 3 for the basics. There's physical damage, which is based off of your attack damage stat, magic damage, which is based off of your ability damage stat, and true damage, which is what it sounds like. It bypasses all their resistances. So physical damage is blocked by armor. Ability damage is blocked by magic resistance. True damage isn't blocked by anything. Yes. And then, so that was all of Master Yi's abilities. Then his passive says that after every few auto attacks, I think it's 7 specifically, after 7 auto attacks, he does a free auto attack. So, for instance, if you're hitting somebody and then you pop your E, which does true damage, and you cross that threshold where you get free auto attacks, you obviously deal more damage because you're doing true damage, so it's not being blocked by defenses, and you're proccing for free attacks during that short window of time that your attacks deal true damage. But that circles us back to his ultimate too, because his ultimate says not only does he get faster movement speed, and he can't be slowed down, but he also gains attack speed, which means he's attacking faster, so his E becomes more valuable because he's doing more true damage. His passive becomes more powerful because he's attacking faster, so he's getting more free hits, so he's doing more damage overall. And the only survivability that he brings to the character is the fact that he can become untargetable by pressing his Q, and when he meditates he reduces his damage, which are also reduced by him getting those assists and killing blows while his ultimate's up. A lot of people swear by finding 1 or 2 champions and playing them a lot and trying to understand them. I've always found it better to find what role you want to play and learning how to play that role and picking a couple of champions in that role to really focus on. Mm-hmm. I ended up playing support because I was a healer main in World of Warcraft. And when I wasn't healing in World of Warcraft, I was playing a tank. So support was kind of... I had the ability to play tanky or healer or that kind of ability. So I ran into this game playing that, and man, it was back when it sucked to play support. like you didn't have the ability to queue what role you wanted to play going into lobbies. So you would just get into lobbies and I don't know. Yeah, everybody wanted to play like the same 2 or 3 roles anyway, so that sucked. And then nobody wanted to play support, so cool, I had my main role every time, that's awesome. But the problem was nobody knew how to play AD carry. Like I got into these roles, I got into these games where I'm supposed to be supporting the guy that's supposed to be getting all the CS in the bot lane, generating that gold, buying the items that he needs to win the game, and he didn't have any clue how to do that. Or he would position terribly in team fights and get blown up in the first 4 seconds of the team fight. And when you're channeling all your resources into one person supposedly being good, and then they're not good, ooh, it's tough. It was so fun playing with teams, though. Because, I mean, when you're playing with a team and you're on comms and you're talking about, you know, what you're going to do and when you're going to engage and, you know, the same people are playing the same roles with their same teammates, playing the same roles every game, it was so much more fun. Yeah. But, I mean, it's just like we talked about with CSGO. When you have, like, 2 or 3 people that you're playing with regularly, let alone a whole team, like, things just fall into place so much better. I mean, think about, like, even my crappy ass when I was playing CSGO with you and Will the other day. As the games went on, like, it got a little bit better. Like, I knew what I was expecting you to do. I knew what weapons you were good at, so at least I could use my money to buy you weapons so you could carry. You know, little stuff. Yeah. Well, I've been frustrated to all hell with Carolina Esports recently because my buddy that's supposed to be, you know, we're running this thing. He's like never active. I keep asking him to like send me the like what icons he's been using for the business cards and even the Discord thing. Hell, even making me a moderator on the Discord would have been nice. I mean, obviously, I sit in there and I try to, like, start conversations a few times, and, like, there's no reply. Like, when your leadership is on board and pushing stuff, it tends to excel a little faster, and he's, like, MIA. So I'm frustrated with that. But I don't know. I know things are busy with him, and holidays and stuff are just crazy for everybody, so I'm trying to be patient and understanding. But in addition to the memory of a goldfish, I'm not patient. It's my feelings too. Man, this tutorial's taking forever. I wish somebody would have told you around 5 o'clock to go ahead and knock the tutorial out. You think picking your sister up from work is an excuse? You should have just left her there. Been like, girl, you know how to Uber? I don't know if they have much of anything in Lancaster. I mean, other than a Chick-fil-A. I'm actually pretty upset about that. Yeah, purchasing items goes a long way. That P button is important. Nah, just typing in stream. Why are you type raising? We supposed to be playing on League. Oh man, I was so mad. A couple weeks back, your boss was fussing at me because I stepped into the office and I sent her a text message. I got off on some huge tangent that day about running the odds of lottery tickets because, like, the day before, she and I split a book of lottery tickets and we won. So I got distracted with the math of actually winning, so I sent her the breakdown of, like, the odds of us winning. And, like, because she kept saying, let's reinvest, let's buy another book, all this stuff. So I sent her the odds, and I'm like, no, I'm actually, like, the odds aren't bad, but I'm happy with where we did win. She came in the next day and she's like, you spent 10 minutes in the office sending me a text message. I was like, Missy, ain't never in my life have I ever spent 10 minutes typing a message. Like, especially when I'm passionate about something or I'm pissed off about something. Like, it's so stupid. Like, who does that? Like, well, lottery in the great state of South Carolina, or really in any state more or less, you have like a 32% chance to win. Like, in the long run, statistics say whatever you put in, you're going to lose approximately a third of what you put in. And that's a potential profit. And even then, if you're looking at elongated odds of losing 33.3% of the time, even that's not that much potential for profit. The thing that reels you in, what really gets you, is you hit those, like, big spikes. Like, I'll tell you how we did it. It was back when we had those lots of 500 tickets. So a book of $10 tickets cost us $300 to buy into. There's lots, I mean, the game itself says the top prize is $500, and there's a lot of those floating around. We managed to hit one in one of our books, plus like a $102 winner and stuff. So essentially, we doubled our money. So we put in 300, we won 600. It was actually just over that. It was like 625 or something. I mean, it wasn't much over. but we doubled our money. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. We beat the odds. Like, this ticket has extremely good odds. If you buy the book of tickets, you have extremely good odds to go even. And by that I mean like 40% chance to go even or be ahead. It's not really worth it for me to reinvest. However, I did want to reinvest because we got in like 8 of those books from our lottery rep at the same time. We played one of them, and like I said, we doubled down on it. We put out like 4 books over the next 2 days that sold out with nobody winning a 500 from our store. So at that point, I'm like, oh, we got just a couple of books left in our safe. The odds of there being a 500 in one of these books, based off of the results that lottery put out, is actually pretty good. So now we're talking about better odds, but that's only because essentially I'm counting cards at this point. I'm keeping track of what's winning and losing. Yeah, it's probably illegal or something, I don't know. But, I mean, that's the reason the lottery reps and people that actually work for the lottery can't play any of the games. But since I'm just a retail employee, I'm essentially a middleman and I can play, so I can keep tracks on the winnings tickets. Oh, definitely not. I just have a little bit more knowledge than somebody else, and even that's just barely. Alright, so we playing or what? Alright. Yeah, I'll put you in the lobby here. I should have just sent you an invite. Alright. So League has its own voice chat, so I'm going to turn that off. I just disconnected myself from it. There's an option where you like auto join when you join a party. But, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, you probably want to keep it on for a while. It's easier to disconnect when you don't want to be in it, I've found, than it is to like reconnect when you do want to be in it. Alright. So we're going to go into a game. The way this is going to work is it's... Oh, should we play against bots first? That's probably a better idea. Alright. This is probably going to work out better. So the way this is going to work is we're going to go into a lobby. It's a blind pick lobby, so you, me, and the 3 people that are randomly going to be put on our team are all going to get to pick a champion at the same time. And then we're playing against 5 computers on the other side. You've got summoner spells at the bottom of your screen that you can select. Right now you probably don't have many unlocked, so you've got Ghost and Heal. The champions are that big thing in the middle of the screen. All those different boxes, different champions do different things. I'd probably recommend just picking one of the ones that you've already played and just keep playing it. Misfortune. Yeah. Oy. I mean, we're playing against bots. Somebody can literally like 1v1 and win the... Or I'm sorry, 1v5 and win the game. I don't even have the right runes selected or anything. Like, I'm just kind of here for emotional support. Alright, so traditionally, when we get into game, you're going to see 3 lanes. Traditionally, like, one person goes top, one person goes middle, 2 people go bottom lane. And then one person roams around the jungle picking up the neutral camps and providing pressure onto the lanes to help their lane opponents win. And to control the buffs on the map, like red buff, which is it slows and does a little bit of damage over time. Blue buff, which helps regenerate mana and reduces cooldowns. The dragons, which I don't even know what they're based off of elements right now, and each element does something different. Like, we're in preseason, I haven't actually kept up with preseason patches. Red is like attack damage and ability power buff. It's like 4% for everybody on your team if you kill the dragon. Like, it's really good. I think Earth is like health regeneration. Wind is, I think maybe Ocean is cooldown reduction, and Wind is movement speed. I don't know. But obviously, the more of these bonuses that your team gets, the stronger your team is. And the stronger your team is, the more you can push down objectives like the towers. The towers protect the inhibitors, and if the inhibitor goes down, stronger minions spawn in each lane, so they passively push harder. Plus, they don't have the towers that can kill them while they're pushing. The overall goal of the game is to kill the Nexus. You can't kill the Nexus until you kill one of the inhibitors, which allows you to kill the 2 towers that are in front of the Nexus. Alright. So first, you start off with like 500 gold. There's actually like, under the recommended set, there's a starting items thing where you can actually pick, you know, what's recommended for you. You might want to be careful with that because it might be recommending you to buy like Hunter's Machete, I think is the name of it. You probably don't actually want to buy that. That's a jungle item, but jungling is really hard if you don't have Smite. Doran's Blade. You could also, with the Doran's Blade, you have enough money to buy 1 potion afterwards. It's okay. The person, you're running down top lane with somebody, and they seem to know what they're doing pretty well, given that they've already killed the enemy team like twice. Well, almost twice. Look at that. Stealing kills. That's the name of the game. Steal other people's kills. First Blood's worth something like 400 gold as opposed to 300 normally, is what it's worth. People will eventually get on a death spree, so they're worth less gold if they die a lot. And since we're playing against bots, it's very, very possible. But I don't know, it's not bad. We fit in a die. Sometimes it be like that. Yeah, I think that's literally what you told me. Like, just get good. Like, oh, well, hey, thanks for that. Well, I mean, I did kind of play this game professionally for, what, 2 years? I really don't like this hero that I picked. Like, late game it's fun, but right now, I'm just not having fun. Especially in this matchup. I'm trying to bait this bot into just overextending so I can get like a cheesy kill real quick. But it's not working. It's, well, mostly just this one map. This is Summoner's Rift. When people say they're playing League, more times than not, they mean they're playing a match on Summoner's Rift. But each experience is different because, you know, our team has picked 5 champions, their team has picked 5 champions. And how each one of their players is playing that champion is going to be different in every one of your games. So it's a different experience every time. There is a different map. Howling Fjord is Fjord. I don't know how to say that word. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever learned that. It's like a single lane. Like there's no jungle, there's nothing. It's just a single lane, and it is literally called all random, all mid. When you play on that map, everybody's a random champion on both teams, and they literally just play against each other in one lane. Just kind of throw themselves at each other until one team wins. It's fun and it's different. It's definitely a neat way to like learn how some of the champion interactions work, learn some item interactions, things like that. But it's very much like not competitive in any way, shape, or form because everything's random, and I don't know. It's interesting, but it's a nice way to kill some time, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. You do get experience, so it's a decent way to level up. I mean, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I was just excited because one of the things I got for Christmas was a second Switch charger, because I've been getting really pissed off because my docking station is connected to my capture card and connected to my laptop on the HDMI in slot so that I can play it at the desk and stream it. But it's been so annoying. Like, if I want to go somewhere, I have to, you know, disconnect my stream setup and, you know, take down the whole charger thing, and it's been a pain. So I got another charging cable, and I know it sounds really simple and like, well, like, oh, why didn't you just go to GameStop and pick one up? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Zero patience. I don't know. All those things fall into play. Yeah. So that's how that happened. It was also like the only thing I asked for. I'm like, yeah, I don't really need anything this year, so Switch charger? Lord knows you have enough hours to just get whatever you want these days, since your manager schedules you way too much. Don't tell corporate. They don't need to know. I bet. Well, I mean, honestly, you did part of that yourself. Picking up other people's shifts, like, why be a nice guy? You're helping somebody out that if you ever ask them to take a shift, they'd be like, no, my mama said I can't work. Like, I mean that in a nice way, but our people are not reliable. And I love that too, because that's always the argument. Like, I'll take your shift if you gonna help me out later when I need somebody to take my shift. Yeah, man, I totally got you. Nah, man, he totally doesn't got you. I mean, I don't know. Hanging with the boys sounds like a pretty legitimate reason. I'm just saying. That's okay. That's me too. Like, no, I really don't want to come in today, but thank you for asking. Okay, I'm bad too. Let's see, you have died 6 times, their most deaths are 5. But it's okay, because I'm to the point now where I'm like really hard to kill, so I'm just kind of running around in circles around people. There you go. That sounds almost decent. What am I looking to build? Well, you don't get good by hanging out in spawn. So we're gonna nix that right now. So you're getting killed by tower. Each tower shot does more damage to you until you leave that circle that's around the tower. And you'll only see that circle, by the way, while we're playing bots. If we play a real game, that circle doesn't exist. You just kind of have to know where the tower range is. But it does. Money's that real stuff. It's okay. You got to start somewhere. I mean, you're literally working on like the most basic parts of the game right now. How to move, how to click, what abilities do what items work with your hero. Like, it's a whole lot to take in a very short amount of time. No. I have the attention span of a goldfish, remember? I was playing League, I was playing World of Warcraft. I think at the same time I was playing League, I was like the best healer and tank on the server that I was playing on, which wasn't necessarily the biggest accomplishment because it wasn't like a grand server. But I mean, it was cool for sure, especially just being known on a server in World of Warcraft was pretty awesome. And like at my peak in WoW, I think I told you, I was raid leading for like 3 or 4 guilds at a time, and the top 2 guilds on the server for progression, I was leading. Like, that was pretty dope. But, I mean, I played a lot of WoW, I played a lot of League, I was still playing some StarCraft during the time, like very little, but some. I would pick up random games and play it and like come up with some half-baked excuse about how that was helping me be better at League. Like, I think I told you, I played CSGO with a couple of friends, like just a little bit, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's mouse controls so that I click the right things when I'm trying to kill minions. Because obviously if I can aim the scope on the gun correctly, I'm doing something right. Which is good, that's why you'll probably be better than me at like every game that you play. Whereas I jump around and I'm like, okay, I want to learn this meta, I want to take what I can learn from this and apply it to this game, and so I've been, we have a term for this. It's called proxy pushing. Like, I'm just chilling in their base, like killing minion waves from multiple lines of minions. So we get like crazy pressure on each lane. I mean, I do. My thing is I would much rather recall than to ever die. Because if you die, you lose presence on the map. The enemy team gets gold, which allows them to take advantages. I mean, I definitely still die. Don't get me wrong. I definitely die a lot. But sometimes it's better to just recall, spend the gold that you have to try to get an advantage over your opponent, and come back in and try to win. Like, you'll have a health advantage because you backed. You'll have an item advantage. You'll probably be behind in experience because the minions give experience. Plus, you don't want to back too much because missing out on minion kills means less gold long term. But, I mean, there's different strategies to play and to win. Like, you can play a lane bully kind of champion and just push people out of the game. Or push people out of the laning phase and win that way. No, you contributed. You did something, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure what. But no, I'm kidding. Like I said, you're learning out how to move. You're learning out how to auto attack. So, like, one of the important things to see from that game probably is you only get gold when you kill the minion, when you get the killing blow on it, right? So, like, if you look at the stat screen here, we have the opportunity to see, like, starting from the far left side, you can see the main rune choice that everybody picked, which isn't important right now. That's way too in-depth. You can see the summoner skills that they had. You can see what level they were at the end of the game, what champion they played, their summoner name, their items. Total team gold is listed above the items for each team section. The kills, death, and assists is listed in blue for us and red for them since we won. You can look at, like, the kill death spread for everybody. The next column over, the one that kind of looks like a diamond with something in the middle of it, that's minions killed. That's how many minions were killed by that player during the game. So I killed 193 minions. And it wasn't fair because I started doing proxy pushes in the minion base where I was literally killing like 2 lines of minions at the same time. But each minion kill is a minimum of like, what, 23 gold or something? So that adds up to be a lot of gold. 10 minion kills is equivalent to approximately 1 kill. So I got 16 kills, which is 16 times 300 gold, not counting shutdowns and kill sprees, things like that. But then I had another, 19 kills on top of that from minions, approximately. Almost always it comes down to gold. Like, there's more to it than that, but if you're looking at multiple players playing on the same skill level with champs that don't completely counter or shut down the other person, a lot of it comes down to gold. Which puts emphasis on the things that give you gold. During the first bits of the game, the first towers have like 5 sections to their health bar. Those are called armor plating. Every time you drain one of the health bar sections, that armor plating is like worth 150 gold or 300 gold or something. To be honest, I don't even know how much it's worth. I don't pay that much attention to it. I know it's worth gold. so I prioritize it, but I don't know how much it's worth. That's, again, one of the newer features of the game. Kills grant gold, but so do minion kills, and each minion wave has somewhere between 6 and 7 minions, depending on if it's a cannon round. Cannons come out like once every 3 rounds for the first X number of minutes, and then after that it's every 2 rounds. So there's multiple ways to get gold. I'll try to go to the same lane that you do too, so I can kind of like talk through some of the things that are going on. I guess I'll just play this. Killing a tower takes gold too. It used to be global gold. I don't know if it still is, because that was pretty strong. And now they've added so many other ways to make gold. It used to be great because team play was set up in such a way that you could prioritize pushing certain towers in certain lanes, and other lanes that were losing would get the gold from you taking towers. So as long as they didn't die too much and give too much gold to the other team, you'd start winning in lanes that had bad matchups. One of the other things to take into account is it's really hard to play against somebody when you don't know what it is that they do. Like, we've talked about how Master Yi can use his Q to dodge enemy abilities and crowd control and things like that. But if you don't know what's incoming, it's hard to dodge it. For example, Annie, the little girl with the teddy bear, her passive is the 4th spell she casts will stun her opponent. So if you ever see her health bar, there's a little ticking counter underneath her health bar. It's like 4 little blocks. If all 4 of those blocks are filled up, it means she can stun you. Her next spell will stun you. So if you see her running at you with that, you'd want to start mashing your Q button as quick as possible to be able to dodge the stun and make her miss her spell. There's a crazy amount of champions in this game right now. Actually, I have to Google. I want to see how many champions are in the game. How many champions are in League of Legends? 146. Well, you do have to remember that wasn't exactly my first time. I played it a little bit. It essentially was. I mean, I played it. I mean, you saw my level; it was craptastic. But I played a few matches with some friends for what I called, mouse training. But I mean, every game's like that, and learning the basics is hard. There's 146 characters in League of Legends. If you're going, the base assumption is they have a Q, W, E, R ability system plus a passive. So just to know those 146 champions with the 5 abilities that they bring to the table is massive. Let alone all the items that are in the game, how the items interact with each other, how the items interact with champions' abilities and passives. It's crazy.
Everybody loads in at the same time. There's a loading bar on the... I guess I should hang out and see what lane you're going to, not just take off. That loading bar that we see on the screen is when everybody gets to 100%, we actually load into the game. Let's go top.
And innocence are a matter of time, and it's a bad time to be guilty.
Exactly. You're gonna have it mastered in no time. I take Q first. Because Master Yi is a melee champion, his Q acts as that gap closer. It acts as one of his main sources of damage, especially early on before he gets enough attack speed to really utilize his E ability. It reduces its cooldown for every auto attack you land successfully, so it kind of helps itself out. And it provides that little bit of like survivability in the form of what am I trying to say? Becoming untargetable. So people start attacking you and you're just like, oh, Q, disappear. Alright, so these guys are stronger than us, level 1. Yeah. So Kale, the champion that I'm playing, is really weak early game. Like, she's really, really weak early game. As she levels up, her passive literally says, as I level up, I get stronger with various crap that I'm trying to do. I don't know if that's going to kill her. I don't think it is. Son of a bitch. But I might die to Renekton now. I really don't want to. So, me fighting at level 1 is really bad. And here in early game, I mean, you become really weak if you don't have the same amount of abilities as your opponent. I mean, in addition to just the stats that you gain from leveling up, because it is like kind of an RPG-based mechanic, you also don't have access to another ability. Abilities tend to reset your auto attack cooldown. Like, this is going like really heavy into what can make or break fights. But being able to like reset your auto attacks is important. Like, technically you auto attack faster if you orb walk. Orb walking is moving between your auto attacks. Plus it allows you to reposition, so if the person you're attacking is trying to kite away from you, you're closer to them. You don't want to hit an enemy champion under tower, because if you hit somebody under tower, the tower switches from attacking minions to attacking you, as you saw there. So, like, yeah. So if you're inside of the circle that shows up, and again, unfortunately, this circle only shows up if we're playing on, what do you mean? No, you can hit minions under tower without it switching to you. Only if you attack enemy champions under tower does the tower switch to you. Yeah, this was one of those things that I'm like, oh, I should probably explain this. This is probably going to help learn the game a little bit more. I'll go to the same lane so I can comment on these things as they happen, rather than just saying random pieces of information. Oh, somebody came up and is trying to play games with us. So, the problem with having this other person that walked up to our lane is every minion that's killed is worth a base amount of experience, and that base amount of experience is split amongst all of the team members on the opposing side of the team, on the opposing team. when that minion dies. So if he's hanging around us while we're killing minions, we're actually getting less experience, which then means we're leveling slower, which then means we're getting our abilities scaling and our stats scaling a lot less frequently than our opponents. Every champion gets a huge power spike every time they have a level advantage over somebody, almost always. And then level 6 is a huge power spike for every champion too, because they unlock their R, which we refer to as our ultimates. One or two. Like, actually, I would do really well to go middle right now because we don't have anybody in middle, so every minion that dies is, like, wasted experience, essentially. As well... I can't think and purchase items at the same time. As well, it would give you more experience because there'd be one less person in the lane. And me more experience because I'd be by myself picking up all that free experience. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, this is bots anyway. But, like I said, traditionally, top lane is a solo lane. So, just one person top. Mid lane is a solo lane. There's usually somebody roaming around the jungle, killing all the little neutral camps, which are the, like, yellow dots on the map. And then ganking or jumping into the other lanes to provide some support. I'm not sure if you've realized it yet, because it is a little weird. Your Q will teleport you to the first target that you click on. Which is why I said it can be used as a gap closer. So, like, if you were to target this middle minion on the back line, you would hit all three of the backline minions, but you would land next to the one in the middle that you clicked on initially. So, like, if we wanted to kill Leona, you could click on Leona and it would move you on top of her too. And actually, let's fight her. I'll hit her first, so I'm tanking the tower. And I'll not make it out of tower. I thought I was going to make it out of tower before I died. Ugh. So, you definitely want to invest it, but you don't want to invest it in random stuff. The item that you started with last time, Doran's Blade, it's 450 gold to purchase it, but it doesn't build into anything. So, what you have is what you've got, and that's it. Yes, but its power spike is a lot stronger than some other things. Like, I assume you started this game with, like, a longsword or something, based off of the item that you have now. And the item that you're building into, Cutlass, which will build into Blade of the Rune King, is, like, the best item for Master Yi. Obviously, letting your items build into one another is like the best thing that you can do because it makes you stronger later. You're not just wasting gold. The problem with that is the item spikes and when things become powerful. Realistically, the cutlass that you have is pretty good because it provides lifesteal, so you can like bully in lane and things like that. Doran's blade provides just a little bit of lifesteal, but it provides more attack damage, and like with most games, a better offense tends to be better than defense. Because if you can kill your opponent is then doing no damage to you. But if you can't kill your opponent and you're just reducing his damage done, but you're not really doing a lot of damage to him either because you went like full defense, it doesn't really work out. There's also an important thing to note, like build order for your items. There might be like 6 items that are really good on your champion. Some defensive items, some that are good against like magic users, some that are good against physical damage users, some that are huge power spikes for you because of the way the item works and synergizes with your abilities. But building different items too early or too late, or not having like a core item set to be able to actually deal damage, will still leave you weak, even though on the stat screen at the end of the game you have all the items that you wanted to have. So the bushes that are on the map, they make you invisible for a short amount of time. Enemies can't see unless they have vision in those areas. Like you'll see across the map, there's kind of like this fog across the map, the grayness. It's called Fog of War. Wards illuminate that fog, or being close enough to see what's behind the fog eliminates the fog. Bushes, you can't see into the bush unless you have vision in the bush. So if somebody has a ward and they place the ward inside the bush, they can see. If they walk into the bush, they can see. So it creates some tactics that we call bush dodging, which is like attacking an enemy, then moving into the bush, stepping out and attacking them again. If you attack them from within the bush, they can see you because of you attacking them creates vision. So you have to step out, attack them, and then move back in. I know, lots to keep up with, but I think of random stuff a little bit.
Lawbreaking is treason. Treason demands death.
So a lot of it is you're fighting right now very aggressively. You're level 7. That Renekton is higher level and has a lot of kills, which means he's invested in a lot of items. He's actually really strong. Like, he has, what, 10 kills? See? You're learning. You'll get it. One of the things that really clicked for me is I had a teammate, actually, when I was learning the game, like one of my really early teams. I was trying to get good, and I played support all the time, so I didn't really play much of the game. I mean, support is way different. Like, you don't care about minion score. Your goal is literally just to be there to keep your teammates alive, provide CC, so you attack enemy champions, and that's pretty much it. You just have to know when to attack them and when to not attack them. It took me a long time to realize this game is not about attacking enemy champions. It is about farming. And when you get those stats to farm against the enemy team, and you're able to generate gold flow that allows you to kill more people than they can kill, that's what really clicks. So one day he was sitting there and he's like, this isn't League of Legends, this is Farmville. Your goal is literally just kill minions until you get items and you're stronger than your opponent, and then to kill your opponent later. Similarly in CSGO, like, you have your rounds where it's economy. Think of early game as economy rounds. If your opponent makes a mistake and you're able to capitalize and get free kills, do it. Like, definitely don't ignore them. But majority of the time, you're just trying to generate enough gold to make it to late game, and to not give your opponent gold.
It's us versus them.
It's definitely a different way to look at it. I mean, being able to say I'm stronger than my opponent because I have more gold is a very simplistic way of looking at it, but it's also the biggest thing that we look at when we watch like two equally skilled teams playing against each other is, well, what team has more money? What team took more objectives? What team had an advantage at what point in time, and why was that advantage there? And 9 times out of 10, the advantage was created because they had more money than their opponent.
Now you're just pissing me off.
Part of what allows you to get an advantage in lane, since we're not looking to fight our lane opponents over and over, because we've talked about that. Fighting doesn't necessarily get us anything except probably dying and falling behind and things like that. We want to kill the creeps. What we look to do in lane is to bully and harass. So that is to say that we poke at them. We use ranged abilities. When they overstep, when they come in to attack a minion, we want to auto-attack them a little bit. We want to use our abilities to try to keep them away from the creeps while at the same time we're attacking the creeps and killing them, preferably. Not just attacking them, but killing them. See how how I attack things? I like right click and then I move. It's easier to do with a ranged champion, but this is that orb walking that I talked about earlier. It resets your auto attack animation, so you actually end up attacking just a little faster by walking and moving than you do by just attacking. Careful, you're just tanking tower right now, and each tower shot gets progressively stronger than the last. Tower shots are physical, so you can build armor to reduce them. So I think that was a much better game. I know it's still weird getting used to, and there's a lot going on, but I think it was good. Well, I mean, you could, but it'd be really silly. I mean, especially with how long this game's been out. I mean, this game's been around for a long time, so there's a lot of people that have played it a lot more than you and I have. But let's see. You got 38 minion kills. You killed 3 people. You had 3 assists. So you're getting there. What other champions do you have unlocked? Yeah, if you click on collection, there's a free-to-play section, which is, what, 5, 10, 15 champions? You have access to all of those right now. They're the free ones for this week. Every week it'll rotate. And then the next section down is your own champions. It shouldn't be in a drop-down. It should just allow you to scroll. Like, you'll click on collection. The default panel that you're on is champions. The free-to-play are the first, like, 15 or so. It might not even be 15. I think at some point... I think it's 10 when you first start off, and then at some level it gives you access to more free champions that week. Do that thing where we screen share again. Alright, so on the drop down menu where it says, I think it says all champions right now, drop that and click the just ownership one. Alright, so now you sorry, this is my view, so I didn't know it defaulted to something else. So you've got the free-to-play ones at the top, and then you have owned underneath. So actually the only champion you own is Master Yi. Scroll back up. What are your free ones? Tristana, the purple chick on the second row, one in from the left. She's a really good one to learn on. She's similar to Miss Fortune. She's one of those ranged AD carries. But her kit comes with something unique. Her W is a jump ability, so it kind of lets you reposition in battle to maybe keep yourself a little bit safer. You see the scroll at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side that has a 2 over it? All right, click the well, click begin first off. That's important. And then that'll open up a series of quests for you. What's the quest with the blue circle? What does that say? Summoner's Rift blind pick? Okay. So what that'll do is if we play the PvP map instead of playing against bots, we play against other people. Just for playing that game, win or lose, you'll unlock that champion that it had listed there, Darius. He's traditionally one of the top laners. He's kind of bulkier than Master Yi. He's a bit of a lane bully. I don't want to explain too much into him without you actually getting to play him and see what's going on. But essentially, you'll have a lot of quests. Like, if you complete that quest, it'll give you Darius. Then there'll be another quest. Essentially, all the characters from the tutorial, you'll get through that line of quests. So it'll be like, play the game of Summoner's Rift, you unlock Darius. Play a game of Aram, and you'll unlock Misfortune. So eventually, yeah, you'll have all the tutorial champions when you play that line of quests. All right, so what do you want? Do you want to jump into that? Do you want to do another bot game? Okay. All right, let me change mode to... Ain't nobody worried about that. Alright. So we'll find a game real quick, hopefully. Hopefully it won't take long. We can hope anyway. And more importantly, it doesn't matter how long it takes. I mean, you're still getting a champion out of it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
My blade is yours.
Wow. Thank God I've not ran into that here. I've played not at the highest tiers of ELO, and most of the games are, I don't know, I think the longest I've ever waited is like 3 minutes for a Q to pop, and occasionally you get people that like dodge the Q over and over and over, or you just get unlucky and people are AFK during that time or something. So with all the like, if somebody doesn't hit accept, it puts you back in queue. So with all of that, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes of waiting at most, which is great because I'm not patient. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You might have to go mid lane. Or maybe they're going mid lane and you're going to solo bot. I don't... Oh, because we're on the other side. There are obviously two teams, red side and blue side. Red side and blue side actually don't switch. It's just what side you're on. Yeah, it's hard to get used to. Also, I took the wrong starting ability, so I'm going to be really crappy for like the first 3 levels. So... Well, remember, if there's not minions to hit the tower and you walk into tower range, you die. No, it's bottom. Yeah, that's bottom. You'll actually probably want to go middle. We have 2 people in the lobby asked to play the same lane together, so they're playing bottom together. Yeah. Which is fine. You're just going to try to last hit the minions and get what experience you can, get what gold you can, and just, you know, hang out, chill. I have faith. I played a champion that I actually kind of sort of know how to play, so I mean, don't feel too bad either. Run down. Run back. I don't know if I can... don't know if I win this. Yeah. And Katarina's here. Alright, let's see. Well, it allowed me to take up Master Yi, so, you know, I appreciate it. I canceled my auto attack and died. I feel so bad. Like, I feel so bad. No, that was pretty shitty. That was really bad. Ugh. My finger was on the wrong button. I put myself on auto run to run to my red buff, and I was texting, and I picked up my phone, and I'm like, oh, I hit W, not Q. Whoops. So part of it is just you need to level. Like, you're level 5 and they're level 7. So remember, they scale off of, well, everybody scales off of levels really hard. Then factor in that they've got a good couple of kills on you. So part of what you want to do is tower hug. Like, she's stronger than me now too. So what I'm doing is just sitting under tower. I'm going to let the wave push to me, and then I'm going to try to get her to stay away from me by using the strength of the tower to intimidate. My meditate didn't go off, so I didn't get that damage reduction. Shit. And I had already used my Q to Q dodge. Yeah, so like she just killed the tower there. We could... I fucked up hard. That was all me. So that's a Rift Herald. That's one of the like neutral buffs on the field that you can take, and then it'll drop an item that allows you to spawn it. Oh shit. Yeah, she's too strong. She's another one that her ult resets when she gets a kill. So once she gets to the point that she can blow somebody up, she just keeps ulting. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. Legendary is how many kills they've gotten without being shut down. Yeah. She's consistently 2 levels higher than me and has a lot of items. Yeah, she just like instantly destroys me. I can't do anything this game. No, I mean, we started out okay. I mean, honestly, their Jax, their jungler, got really far ahead early. And he used that to snowball his team, like, really hard. I mean, every lane lost. Really not you dragging me down. And I mean, remember what I said? Like, if you win 50% of your games in League of Legends, you're, like, unstoppable. No, like, if you have a 50% win rate, like, overall, you're really good at this game. So... you lost your first PvP match. Who cares? People that play this game for years are considered really good if they're able to maintain 50% win rate. Oh my god. It's just really obnoxious when she's able to jump on me and just instantly melt me. Like, I am definitely... There are hard snowball champions, and Katarina, the chick that you were facing off against, is one of those really hard snowball champions. Like... And Jax is another one on their team that's really hard snowball. If their Aatrox had the same kills that she had, there'd be no threat. Like, we would still win this game. I'm like, probably not. I mean, like, there's a threat. There's always a threat. Like, but she's what we call a snowball champion. So, as she gets kills, she gets strong, and she's able to, like a snowball running down a hill, get stronger and stronger. And with her right now, she's just to the point where she just instantly blows me up. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, so every time she kills me, then she then gets more gold, and then more gold, and then more gold, and then more gold. And so she just keeps snowballing. She's not very good late game. As the game goes on, that champion becomes weaker and weaker. Because essentially, she's easy to kill if you can live through her initial burst. If you don't die to her initial burst damage, you win. The problem is she has so much gold right now, that window where she's able to like instantly burst and kill you is actually pretty noticeably large. It do be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. Not a reflection of that game, I promise. But I do need to go to bed. Yeah, I got another 10 to 7 tomorrow. Ugh.